might be real, it might be not, but I genuinely do not know the origins of this whatsoever. However, like, if it is real, then it's most definitely just an edgy joke, like 100% without a doubt. And the only reason why I think it's not real is because, like, if you look at this image right now, you can see it's like kind of blurrier when you read off this like child part. Like, I don't know, it's just weird because I don't recall saying this. I really don't. But if I did, it's definitely just an edgy joke I made when I was like 14. Um, I don't really know what else to say about it. I was around a lot of weird people as a kid. I have some tabs open here. I'm gonna get to those in a little bit to kind of prove my points a bit more. I don't want to like go through all of them right now. But anyways, let me go back up here so I can respond to everything else. Um, there's this thing. I don't know what this is supposed to prove. I really don't at all. Like, it's just a blurry image of a Discord link. I don't really know how that correlates to me being like massive evil pedophile or whatever. It's kind of lame. Um, Another thing, they talk about like me and this like Potato Isaiah guy's friendship back then. Um, I don't really know what to say about it. Like I was just a stupid kid. That's not to say that like the things I said are like cool or valid or whatever, but I just said stuff for the sake of getting attention from others because I was around the AA community called Reason to Die as a kid, and that was really bad. Like I got groomed so many fucking times there. It's kind of insane. I'll move on to those screenshots now. So if you're like sensitive to seeing people act sexually as a very young kid, then you should probably like close your eyes for a little bit because I'm gonna show some stuff like that now. Nothing explicit, obviously, but like, here, this guy is Gedlex. This is back in 2019. I was 12 or 13, one of the two, and he was 18. He would constantly get me to ERP with him all the time, and it was kind of like one of my first ever uh, exposures to that kind of sexual interactions. I mean, those kind of sexual interactions. And the way that he would tell me about them, it would be like, oh, it's normal to do. You could do this with other people. And the only reason he did this is because he was friends with a lot of other adults who would also toy around with me in equally as disgusting ways. And I don't know, it wasn't fun at all. There's a lot to this guy that I could probably look up if I wanted to, because he's kind of well known now. But he's not the only guy. There's a lot of other guys, like this guy from 2020. He was much older than me. I was still like either 12 or 13. Um, and he was someone else who ERP'd with me a lot when I was a kid. There's more people, like this Arumi Kitty guy. I think that they were 16 while I was like 12 or 13. So I get that they were still a teenager. I don't want to paint them out to be like some evil, awful pedophile, but there was definitely some weird sexual manipulation on their end. And I'm sure that they've grown from it since then, but it's just something that kind of ruined me a lot when I was younger. So I don't know, just very weird. What's this one? Oh yeah, that. But yeah, there's more screenshots I could probably pull up, but I don't really want to make this into something like, oh, Soldier of Love got groomed like a trillion times as a kid. How awful. Because even though that's true, it's kind of just something I'd rather not show to the world a lot. So that's all you'll get from me.
If you want,
Um,
we could link the document that you made a while back explaining stuff.
yeah, I could do that later though. I want to link
Yeah.
a few things I've made later.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah,
I was just mentioning it.
yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Love you. Anyways, so yeah, I was violated and groomed a lot as a child. It's pretty lame. So in 2021, I kind of just emerged from that community of awful people, and I wasn't really all there mentally because of it. Um, I know I'm like saying a lot. I'm really sorry about that. It's just kind of like hard to do this in front of a lot of people. Um, but yeah, I was never really too good of a person back then because I was around such awful people, and their personalities kind of projected onto me because I was still naive, I was impressionable, I was easy to manipulate into doing whatever other people wanted me to do because I just wanted to do things that would get me as much attention as possible because I had no good family life whatsoever. I had no good school life. I was just a very miserable kid who wanted to fit in to the best of their ability. And this entire like interaction thing with Isaiah is kind of like a product of that. I never really treated them or others right as a kid, and I feel awful about that. I don't want to say like, oh, I was such a great, awesome child. I treated everyone with respect, and everything I did back then should be pardoned because no, it shouldn't be. I shouldn't have actions like that tolerated or excused. And believe me when I said I have been held accountable for this stuff so many times before. Back when I was 15 and 16, this is like the only shit I would hear ever on a daily basis. And no matter how sorry I was for it, no matter how apologetic or how much of a reason I had for being the way I was still constantly being berated and neglected and harassed for everything I did back then. Would I say it's deserved? Yeah. Would I say I liked it? Definitely not. But I understand why it happened, and seeing it happen again, I kind of get it as well. But I'm just really pissed with the fact that people are saying I'm like a pedophile, because that's just not true. Um, Another thing. This also just didn't happen whatsoever. Like, Isaiah, or Isabel, as they like to be called now, um, also just kind of made this up. It's pretty stupid. Uh, I did not like coerce them for nudes of any kind. I did not do anything insanely explicit with them. Like, sure, I think that we did something before, but it was nothing similar to child pornography whatsoever. Neither of us exchanged that kind of content between each other. Um, there's also just more stuff here. Um, this is just someone saying more stuff about me sending CP. I did not send CP to anyone. I really don't like that this is being spread around like wildfire. I'm not like that. Um, and this is Evil Medi. Oh my god, dude. Seeing this guy here actually makes me like, oh, it's so weird because if you were around in Reason to Die, you would know this guy. They're like an insane racist manipulator loser. And the fact that they were on my case too is actually kind of crazy. Like, he was, I think 20, hitting on a 17-year-old CMOD in Reason to Die. And he makes fun of like other people for being grooming victims. Um, he was friends with Yedlex, who was this guy, until he literally could not be around him anymore because he was just that bad of a person. And even then, like even with Yedlex being exposed for actual just borderline pedophilia, because I was 12 and he was 18, um, nothing came from it. They just kind of stayed in contact with them. It was very cool. I like this guy a lot. I think he's very wholesome. I don't like him at all. I think he's stupid. Anyways, this is the thing that I talked about earlier. I don't have child porn. Again, I really don't. So tired of it. Um, this is just kind of saying that I'm a sex degenerate for being groomed as a kid, which is like, okay, I guess. Like, I don't know. I'll show it again. So sorry, but like, I was toyed with by so many adults back then, or old teenagers, and it's kind of just disheartening to see that people are like using that against me in some way. Because I don't know. I get that it's fucked to be a child with like awful sex tendencies, but I've grown from those. I haven't really engaged in anything inappropriate like that in a long while, and I'd rather just not really think about that anymore, I guess, because it's basically just saying like I said, like picking out someone for being groomed as a kid. Like it's just stupid. Like literally, this image was taken from when I was 11. I know that picture. I know Fiddle Fox.
Can I say something?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm like rambling right now.
You're fine. I just want to mention, I don't know how some people don't think it's incredibly disgusting to blame an actual sexual assault victim and grooming victim for being hypersexual and coping with it in awful ways in their later life, as if it wasn't brought upon them. Like that's genuinely the most stupid point I've heard in a while. And I see a lot of people doing that, being like, "Ah, well, kind of sexual." They were like 14, being groomed, and are a sexual assault victim. Please
Yeah.
let me know how. Make it make sense, genuinely. Like, this is, if you know, like anything at all about how children cope with those things, they tend to find the worst ways to cope with, like, how they were abused later in their lives. And that is exactly what they went through. And you're still taking screenshots of them coping with it in bad ways and victim blaming them. Y'all are disgusting. Whoever is saying that, you guys are like the worst people ever. I just want you to know that.
Low key, that's facts. Oh, by the way, to everyone watching, I hope that someone's recording this because I completely forgot to. So, if one of you guys can do that, I would love that and appreciate it a lot. Anyways, thank you, Juna. I love you a lot. Um, I'm gonna continue talking about this. Like Juno said, I am a sexual assault victim. I'm gonna mention that real quick because I forgot to earlier. Fleddy. I vividly remember this guy. He raped me as a kid. Not fun. He was arrested for a bit. He's out of jail now, which is actually kind of awesome. I love the legal system in the United States. I'm not the one that they talked about in this article or whatever. It was some other kid because I never really spoke up on it. But I don't know, just kind of weird about how a rapist is out there in the world after touching a kid. I love America. Um, but yeah, this is just screenshots of me being a sex kid. Like, I really don't get it. Like, I was like, I think 13 or 14 back then. It's just stupid. People are stupid. Um, this thing is also just stupid. Like, low key. Um, please forgive me for my vulgarity here, or if this is gonna be something that you don't want to see. I'll share my screen real quick. Um, here. The little CP art in question is just like literally just that. Like I don't mean to like devalue it or anything, but it wasn't anything insanely bad as they're making it out to be. And it's just kind of weird to see it like be brought to such an extent like that. Um, I personally think it's weird. I shouldn't have been like poking fun at someone as a kid like that, because that's really really stupid. But be so for real. It was like literally just the same quality of a stick figure with boobies. Like I don't think that's really really super, you know. Yeah, I was just kind of a stupid kid. I like getting attention from others, even if it was in a negative light, because the only kind of attention I received prior to 2021 was from Grimmers. And as I said earlier, I broke out of the Reason to Die community in 2021, so without that kind of attention, I kind of searched it from it. I mean, fuck. Searched it out of other people through other ways, even if it meant pissing them off and doing bad shit to get them their bad side and to have them focus on me or whatever. Um, I don't know, these also are kind of just weird, me being a stupid kid or whatever. Again, I don't want to say that anything I did back then is like valid. I don't want to say like, oh, I'm cool for doing this. I should be pardoned and whatever. Because again, I'm like, I was a fuck kid. I did fuck shit. I don't want it to be passed by as something like that could be defended by or bypassed or anything. I just want to say that like I was a kid. I don't think I should be tried and killed for something I did as a kid, especially if it's not anything like over the top severe, as people are making it out to be. Like I did not have CP at all whatsoever. I hate that claim so much. I just wanted to reiterate. Um, this is also just kind of me being stupid, low key. Like I'm very sorry. Um, like I said, after coming from the Reason to Die community, I just wanted attention, even if it meant lying about stupid shit that I shouldn't be lying about. Like I know there's people out there who actually have had stuff like this happen to them, and I'm very, very sorry. I don't mean to devalue you guys in any way. I know you guys are facing awful situations, and I'm very sorry for, you know, making this out to be as if it's like some joke that I could just treat as something I could lie about. But I don't know. I was fucked. I don't mean to say that this is like a cool thing that I could just like forget about, because trust me, I haven't. I berate myself over the things I did as a kid all the time. But I don't know. I was just really, really dumb back then. And oh yeah, there's this. I had to censor this in the document myself because they like fully posted my mom's TikTok and fully posted my name everywhere. So that was pretty cool. Um, this too, I was also just really, really retarded. Like I got sick slightly and I had like marks on my arm and I was like, how can I make this about me? And I came up with the cool idea of saying I had cancer, and it actually wasn't cool at all. I don't mean to say that. I'm just kind of trying to be a little sarcastic to make the live stream not as moody and stuff. But I don't have cancer. I was fine. I shouldn't have said I had cancer whatsoever because I know that people actually do, and they're living awful lives because they don't like it whatsoever. And I'm very sorry about that, low key. Again, though, I was like 14, and that's not to say like, oh, I should be excused for the 10th time. I really shouldn't be. I should be held accountable, which, trust me, I really have been. I know I said it already, but when I was 15 and 16, I have been getting nagged at and berated for this stuff constantly. I know that what I did was fucked. I know that it's a bad thing. I deeply regret it. I don't want to be nagged at it for anymore, but if you want to, then feel free, because I'm not going to stop you. I know I did a fuck thing. I'll take the blame for it. Yada yada, whatever. Oh boy, this okay. This is also just me lying straight up. Like, I just wanted attention from people for whatever reason ever. And the worst thing I did that could be considered credit card fraud or whatever is that I stole lunch money from someone in school. I was a pretty cool kid. um, that's it. I didn't do any of the shit that's said here whatsoever. I didn't steal a credit card from anyone. I didn't commit credit card fraud. I think if I did that, then there would be a much more serious matter being talked about, like how I'm in jail. But I'm not in jail. I'm here in a Discord call talking about this. So I don't know. Pretty fun. Um, this one I want to talk about a little bit because it's something that I've seen get passed around and something I've held myself accountable for incorrectly. However, I still do feel bad about it in a way. Um, they mentioned that I doxed someone's personal information, which, as doxing is like leaking someone's information to the public. I didn't do that. I didn't like send anyone's information publicly. I didn't post it on a doxbin. I didn't share anyone's information with anyone else. I didn't like spread anyone's address. I just kind of like collected someone's information that they told me privately and recited it to them privately in hopes of like scaring them a little bit because I was just a fuck kid. I wanted attention from people. And even if I did try and dox this guy, like go out and post his information, I would not know how to do that because this happened back when I was like 13, I'm pretty sure. And I had no idea what the fuck a dox was. I was just like um trying to get stuff out of people through like not like get anything out of anyone like materialistically, but get emotions out of them so that I can like feel like I matter. Because as I've said again, after leaving Reason to Die, I had nobody else to really get abused by, or any adults that would like groom me, because all those guys were gone. So I was struggling a lot with actually getting attention from people, because nobody really liked me afterwards. I was kind of just like the grim kid of Reason to Die, and I tried getting attention from people through any means possible, be it through saying bad shit, through doing bad shit, through saying bad shit about myself, etc., etc. I know I've said it a lot. I just want to constantly reiterate it because I'm going through a lot of stuff that would easily be taken out of context by others, and I don't want that to happen. So, you know. This is again the same thing. Like, these are personal DMs with this person who knew his own address, and I didn't go and post it anyway. I posted it in their DM, sure, but I didn't go and dox them. I just kind of threatened them. And again, that's not to say that it's something that I should be excused for or pardoned for. It's something I heavily regret. I was a really stupid kid, but I'm not stupid to the degree at which people are making me out to be. And I'm not like some doxer or anything like that. Like, I don't know. I was just really stupid. I regret a lot of the things I did. This person especially didn't deserve to have me treat them that way. And I'm very sorry to them. If I could tell them that, I would. But I don't really know where they are anymore. I don't know how they're doing. So, you know. Bomb threats are also just me being retarded. I'm sorry for using that kind of language here. I know that it's not good for me to say like R slurs or whatever, but I'm gonna be as real and genuine as here, real and genuine here as I possibly can. I'm autistic, so I could say it. So don't worry about me saying things I can't reclaim or whatever. But like, you know, I just want to be personal here and casual, so that you guys don't think I'm like, you know, trying to lie, because I'm evil or whatever. Um, Anyways, back on topic. I have said that I would mail people bombs, but like that's like going on Valorant and saying like, I'm gonna kill this guy and kill his family because they killed you in a lobby. Like you don't know the other person, you don't know anything about them. You just say stuff because you're getting mad. That's kind of what I did here, but not really. I was just trying to get attention out of someone, and I was saying a bunch of shit that I obviously could not do, but still said anyways, which I again really do regret, and I don't want to be excused or pardoned for it in any means necessary. I just want to kind of explain it and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I'm repeating stuff a lot right now, and I'm very sorry. But again, I just don't want people to take things out of context here and say like, they knew what they were doing. They're trying to defend their actions and whatever. This too. I don't have a bomb. I have never had a bomb. I have not tried to make a bomb. I just wanted to be fun. I mean, not funny, because this isn't funny, but I just wanted to be like recognized by others and given attention as a kid. I did not mail anyone a bomb. I did not leak anyone's info. I'm not, you know, that bad, and I haven't been. Um, this too, like, I don't know what to say here. I never profited off of the LGBT community in specific. At most, when I was a kid, I was like slightly transphobic and homophobic, but like, look at me now. I'm like a gigafag. So I don't know. I guess you could say that I tried if you really want to, but like, I really didn't whatsoever. I was just lying. Because, again, I just wanted attention. I was a really stupid kid who came from a really bad community full of awful people. And, yep, pretty cool. Oh, this. Yeah, no, I really hate this a lot. I feel awful about it. Like, a lot of people bring this up, like me saying really bad stuff as a child, and I completely get that. I don't want to say, like, oh, this is old, so people should forget about it, because no matter what happens, no matter what I do, I still said really awful shit as a kid, and I'm not gonna be able to get that time back to kind of like make myself not say that. But if I could, I would. Obviously, I don't really like, you know, I don't like any of this. I think it's awful. I think this is stupid, and I don't mean that as in like, oh, I shouldn't be held accountable, because I think I should, and I have been a lot before. Like, like I said, again, for maybe the 10th time now, when I was 15 up until I was 16, I have been held accountable for this time and time and time again. Like, it was like a constant daily thing with me. I am not racist, 100% not. I've donated to a lot of black charities because of these things. I've donated to people of color organizations because, again, I really don't like the things I said when I was little. I was uneducated, I was stupid, I was edgy, and that's not an excuse for anything. That's not good at all. But I don't know. I just really don't like the fact that I was like this as a child. I think that's awful. Oh yeah, something to bring up. Like I was so deluded. I was wearing like Nazi PFPs. I'm Jewish. Like I had no clue what a Nazi was. I just wanted to fit in with the people around me. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak up again.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah,
One
of
thing to
course.
mention is that one of Seoul's earliest friend groups was also made up of a bunch of Nazis, which is one of the reasons they had been kind of like indoctrinated into that belief. I wouldn't say belief. They didn't really understand or know what it was because of how young they were at the time. But at the same time, they're
I'm drinking
very
water. Sorry.
Jewish. Like they are so Jewish. I feel like that's kind of stupid to bring up like 4 years later because they're like a little kid.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would be different if they still believed in that, but they are not like that anymore. And their family, if I recall, have been personally affected by that at a certain point. So like, I don't get the point of bringing it up and calling them like a neo-Nazi when they were like a little kid, bro. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah, low key. Like like Juno said, I don't mean to defend anything. I think it's stupid, but I don't know. Just kind of weird. I was a really dumb kid. Like I can't state that enough. I was really dumb. I was just kind of doing things to make myself look cool in front of the people I knew back then, and whatever. Um, oh yeah, this is another thing. They kind of like put other people on blast because uh, they were like defending me back then or whatever. I don't really know. It's kind of stupid. This entire thing was stupid. Oh yeah, that's Parlo. Hi Parlo. Um,
Carlo's a pedophile!
yeah. Hmm. Okay, that's one thing done. Why is this playing? Dude, has this been playing for the past 14 minutes? Oh my god, hang on. I'm putting some better shit on. Fuck that. Okay. There we go.
Can you put on like the copyright free, like,
Copyright free?
can you put on like the copyright free, like music?
Hang on. What's a fun song I could put on? What's it called? Fuck. There we go. Loki, this is fire. Okay. Here. I'm gonna move on to the next thing now. Hopefully I explained stuff here properly. I'm probably just rushing through it. I'm sorry about that. There's a lot that I want to talk about in this short time that I have, so I'm trying to kind of get through everything as quick as possible. This thing, this little document. Uh, One thing I want to say right off the bat, I did not commission pornography of me. That's kind of weird. Like, I have when I was very little, but that's because I was a grooming victim, and I got groomed into it. So I don't really know the point of bringing that up here. But in terms of like recent years, like from after I was like 15, it's kind of I didn't do that. Like, you know. They always bring up like this like base slut thing. Like I don't care. I really don't. That's not pornography. That's just me being cool and awesome.
It's just a 16 plus suggestive animation. It is
Yeah,
not pornography. If you say that, you're a loser, and I'm gonna find you.
yeah, low key. Like if you're a kid, I wouldn't want you to watch that obviously, because you know that's um
That's why it's 16 plus.
yeah. Okay. Let me read through this now. Myself and some friends of mine started a new color in response and blah 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 blah. A majority of the shit you did in 2021 is not thinking right away of, nor should you be allowed to. We firmly believe that you should seek solace in anywhere that is not Roblox or anything tied to Roblox in general. It does not matter to us if you spend countless nights crying over this, and quite frankly, we don't give a fuck, because why should I even care about the well-being of someone who actively lied about constantly being swatted, doxxed, targeted, assaulted, sent bomb threats, and worse, over their online presence? Now, this is a crazy sentence. Like, okay, hang on. Swatted. I got a cool photo here from 2023 when I was still trying to grow from everything that was going on. Um, hey guys, probably won't get much done today. Got swatted. This is the only photo I managed to take because I think it's disrespectful to take pictures of cops with riot gear and detective shit on. I'm all good, but I'm gonna need some time to myself. And you can see here, this is like a little detective guy. There's also another guy right here, and my family on the right, and they're just kind of questioning us about what happened. They broke the front door down, by the way. I think that was kind of cool. That was like the third time that the SWAT team did that. Um, there are more photos of my swatting aftermaths. I have a picture of me like in my room, and there are like two cops just kind of chilling by my bedroom door after the SWAT team came in, and they came in to like reassess the situation and collect everything and do all that. But I couldn't find that, so you're gonna have to make do with this for now. Hopefully that's enough. If not, then I'll probably go and search for it later. Um, anyways, back to this cool document. Docs. Obviously, I'm not gonna bring up my doc spins or any kind of like collection of my personal information, but it's out there. Albeit like insanely wrong, but there are a lot of things out there about me. Um, Stuff like my address, my name, my school, that stuff's kind of not out there anymore. It kind of got lost in the mixture of misinformation that got spread about me all the time. So now people think that my name's like Jake Harvey, but it's not Jake Harvey. I don't know who Jake Harvey is. Um, Targeted. This is also another thing that's kind of crazy because I have spent so many nights being harassed and mass targeted by people who are like twice as popular as I am when I was little. And I'm not gonna say I didn't deserve it. I think I was fucked, but the fact that they're saying I was lying about that's kind of crazy. Assaulted's also crazy. I'm gonna pull it up again of my awesome teacher who's not arrested whatsoever. This guy. This is the person who sexually assaulted me when I was little. Pretty cool. Teacher charged of sexually assaulting a child under age 16, prosecutor says. He's not arrested, by the way. Like, at all. Hang on, wait. Let me pull it up. Okay, James M. Folletti. That's his full name. I don't care about revealing it to the world. This guy's a rapist. I'll see his latest post. This is 14 hours ago. So he's out there. He's not in jail. Not arrested whatsoever. 15 hours ago. Pretty cool. I love America, dude. It's so cool. Sent bomb threats. I can't get proof of that, but my school and my dad's office were both sent bomb threats a lot back when I was like 15, when I was 16, because people just really didn't like me. Um, Pretty cool. And worse over their online presence. Really cool. Not us. Personally, I could give a fuck less about a hypocrite. This is created to spread awareness, not to get you a licensed therapist. Anyhow, enjoy the read and have a learnful day. Um, I just want to say here, I think that this little blurb completely contradicts everything that they sent in the previous blurb. How they say, we firmly believe that you should seek solace in an area that is not Roblox. Meanwhile, they go on to a personal rant about what they think I've done, which obviously isn't true. Like, I haven't lied about constantly being swatted, doxxed, targeted, assaulted, sent bomb threats, blah, blah, blah. I've showed you guys the awesome, cool stuff that I've went through. Um, so yeah, pretty awesome. I love these guys' like warped sense of justice. So cool. Anywho, this is little old me. Hi, Soldier in Love here. Not really a fan of being dragged into stuff. Blah 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 blah. Maybe not for a year, but he still did harass
Wait, can I
people.
interject? Apparently,
Oh,
Parlo's not a pedophile. Sorry, guys, I lied.
yeah, no, they're not.
I just looked
Um,
up a video and it got cleared up. I'm sorry.
yeah, peace and love wins or something. Hooray! No hate to Perla, by the way. Now that Gina said that, I
Yeah, I
don't
got
want
a
to
little
like.
bit upset. Sorry. I'm
It's
not a
okay.
pedophile. I thought
Peace
they
and
were.
love.
It got cleared up.
Yeah, hip hip hooray. Um, okay. Onto the other stuff here. They said I still did harass people. Why do you actively sit on Roblox with a profile description claiming you're compromised or hacked when in reality your first account is spelled right here? Okay, I'm gonna talk about something real quick. This is a cool document I wrote a little bit ago. Where did I say that I'm a robotic developer? Okay, yeah, right here. So I'm just gonna completely recite what I said here. Um, For starters, yes, I am a robotic developer, founder and former owner of Friday Night Bloxen. It has been more than a year since I abandoned that name. At this point, it's been like maybe 2 years. Been a while. No, not 2 years. It's been like a year and a half, I'd say. It has been more than a year since I abandoned that name, and although I'm not quite comfortable with admitting to the secret of mine now, I kind of have to considering the circumstances. And this is right after like this entire thread was made. Like, there's a lot I gotta talk about tonight. I'm so sorry for going all over the place, but I'll just go with this now. It took me so long to realize how awful of a person I'd become back when I was still under that name, and when that realization struck, it felt like my entire world shattered instantaneously. I started struggling to wake up every morning, even if it was just a regular, bland, and boring day prior. It eventually got to a point where I found myself sitting on the edge of life and death, so close to taking my life out of guilt because I was so deep in the delusion that there was no other way out of my misery. But then, Soldier in Love came into the world, and that instantly became my lifeline. It was my one and only chance to start anew and do all of the things I wish I would have done differently hadn't I been under the influence of those I surrounded myself with. It felt so freeing to be able to act as I've always wanted to act without anyone belittling me for it, even if I knew that my mask wouldn't be able to stay on forever. I finally lived without waking up to more people hating me for whatever crazy thing happened the night before, without being doxxed, swatted, assaulted in real life, sent bomb threats, and so much worse. Wait, wait a minute, this is the exact same thing that they said I lied about. Isn't that just crazy? Wow. It was and still is perfect. And I stand by this, by the way. I love being Soldier in Love. I love you guys so much. You guys are awesome. And I'm so glad that Forsaken came into my life. I love you. Um, I don't want to stop living this life I've made for myself, but I also don't want to live as a liar forever. I've always wanted to come clean about this eventually, but I never really knew when would be the best time to do it. I hope you all don't view me in too much of a different light now that the cat's out of the bag. Eehee. But regardless of what you might think, I'll never stop trying to be the best version of myself ever. Every day of my life has been so pleasant for the past year, and I've got to continue this lifestyle of mine for as long as I can manage. I love you all so much, as I always have, and I always will. So basically the context here, this guy, this little Upple guy, on November 16th of 2024, made a pretty cool thread that exposed my identity as robotic developer to the world. If you don't know who Robo is, it's the person in these images. They're also me. I'm Robo. They made Friday Night Bloxen. Why am I saying they? They're me. Um, if you guys don't know what Friday Night Bloxen is, it's like this old RoFNF game based on Friday Night Funkin'. It was pretty cool. I liked it a little bit, but the community kind of sucks, so I ran away because I didn't like it, and I would get like harassed, swatted, doxxed, and I just didn't like it. Pretty bad. And this entire like thing here is coming clean about that, saying like, "Hi, I'm Robo." Pretty cool. Um, and yeah, that's it. Uh, Anyways, onto this. This was kind of like playing into the ploy that I was not robotic developer. So yeah, I did kind of lie about it, but like, low key, the reason why I was lying is because I did not want anyone from my past to resurface again. I did not want to have to deal with being swatted or doxxed or having my life put on the line. I didn't want to have my doors broken down. I didn't want to have to be in interrogation rooms again. I didn't want to have my PC confiscated for suspicion of child porn, which, by the way, they never found anything at all. So if you think I have CP, then maybe the 2 times I've had my PC confiscated could tell you otherwise. Um, and yeah, there's a lot of bad shit that happened to me when I was little, all because of the person I used to go by, which was robotic developer. And I made Soul Driven Love and lied about being Robo for a while because I didn't want to return to that lifestyle. I wanted to have time to grow. I wanted to be able to live freely. I wanted to breathe without having to worry. So this is kind of why I said that I had an account compromised in 2013, because it was a complete lie, but I just didn't want to have to go back to living the life I lived and whatever. Um, And yeah, they just kind of said that they knew I was a robotics developer and just wanted me to admit it or whatever. Cool, I guess. Um, and they said that this is like guilt tripping. Cool. Okay. They said I was still doing this bullshit before posting a Soul Driven Love, which is also cool. But like when? I don't think I ever did that before. Um,
Because of
neat.
the UPL thing.
Oh, the UPL thing?
No, actually, I can speak on UPL. Personally,
I guess.
that person tried manipulating me multiple times over. Literally, the entire time I was friends with them, they would actively guilt trip everybody around them with ideologies of suicide, constantly
Okay.
either trying to fake attempts or play them off and exaggerate them. Now, I'm not gonna say this person definitely doesn't have a reason to be that way that they are. I sincerely hope that they get help. But during that time, I was doing a lot of bad things to myself, and they tried convincing me to go and harass Soul multiple times over. I tried using their self-harm as a way to propagate harassment against Soul multiple times over. UPL is an incredibly awful person who has been exposed for zoophilia, feral porn. Wasn't it also like Shotokan or something as
Hang
well?
on, wait, I got you, I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Incredibly weird and odd activities multiple times over.
pretty bad.
They still returned and tried guilt tripping me, amongst
Ooh,
others, lying about suicide. Like
ooh,
I just don't know why this
ooh, they did
document
that.
exists trying to propagate UPL as a victim.
Yeah,
Cause they've manipulated so many people, whether it be intentional or not, into doing what they want to try and harass Soul. So I don't know. Not a big fan of the person. The entire harassment, like the point of harassment is a complete lie. Like Soul never manipulated or lied to or harassed UPL. UPL just did that to themselves.
yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. I like people.
I love you.
And love you too. On the topic of UPL, I just gonna go over this dead real quick. Um, I assume that this entire document was created under the guise of like, oh hey, you're still doing this bullshit that you were doing as a robotics developer now as Soul Driven Love, and they're talking about this guy. Um, they're talking about their experiences with me and how I never changed as a person or whatever. They said that I caused them to lose most of their friends and contact with others, and that I caused them to try offing themselves more than 5 times in a span of 6 months, and that I hid myself by creating a new identity to escape from everything I did in the past. Like, whoa, okay, calm down for a second. Um, for starters, I never really got this guy to off themselves whatsoever. Like, sure, yeah, it's an awful thing. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone, but like, that's not my fault. I low key listen to you straight up constantly. Like, I give you advice, I tell you what to do, I listen to you vent, and apparently that's me like pushing you to suicide or something. Like, here, they put this in their thread. They're like, hey, Soul, I can't stop crying right now. I have no one to talk with, so I'm just here. I'm sorry if I'm annoying you, blah, 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 blah. I was here for them. I listened to them. I let them talk to me.
Wait,
So,
wait,
what?
wait.
Yeah, what's up?
Before you continue saying this,
Hi.
I would appreciate if you guys didn't go and harass UPL for this, by the way.
Oh, yeah, don't do
I
that.
don't think this person deserves harassment. They are a child, and I also think that they were likely in a very similar or probably, pretty bad situation to make them do these things.
You're,
Please do not go and harass them. As much as I don't agree with their actions or think what they did was good, they are a child still, and I don't think they deserve to have awful things propagated towards them
yeah,
for doing stupid stuff.
yeah, something like that. What Juno said, don't harass them, or I'll get really mad and cry a little. Uh, Juno's way better than me because I completely forgot to say that.
Wait, hasn't UPL also sent CP to people?
Yep.
Awesome, let's go, guys.
Yeah, I don't really want to show the images for too long. Um, they're censored, but like they're really bad. So if you don't like that kind of content, you should like look away. Um, it's really bad, like insanely bad. It's all like cub, feral, yeah, and it's definitely like a result of some kind of grooming. And I feel awful for UPL. I think it's really really bad. Uh, yeah, don't go after them, by the way, and stuff. I don't know. My mind's like all over the place right now. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this entire photo is basically just me being like outed as robotic developer by UPL, and they said I was a manipulator, and in the same thread they show me not manipulating them, just kind of listening to them vent, which is pretty cool. I said I laughed at them with all their friends, which I actually never did. And in here, I say that exact thing. I straight up never did. Here, hang on. Um, so I have this cool like Twitter private account that I tweet on sometimes, and I have never once made fun of them for the way that they were. Here you can see me feeling bad for them, blah blah blah. There's also this kind of stuff with me and my friends feeling bad, us kind of sharing the same sentiment about how we all hope that they feel better soon. And yeah, so I really don't understand where they got that point from. Um, and then it kind of ends here with like the aftermath saying like, if you're reading this Robo, I hope you never have a platform anymore. I hope you never manipulate anyone anymore. I hope you stop lying to others. And I hope not only that you change the person, but that you apologize and realize everything you've done. Which is actually a crazy aftermath statement because I do not manipulate people. I do not lie to people. I have 100% changed as a person since I was 14. So this entire thread was just made because they didn't like me. And they put my identity out there, they put my life on the line because, you know, they just felt like it. Pretty cool. Um, yep, so that's that. Back onto here, because now that the upload thing's out of the way, I think it'll give more context to why this thread was, this doc was made. Um, there's this thing with them saying like, "Who doxed you?" Again, I'm not gonna bring up my personal information, but there are like 5 doxpins out there that have my information in them. Like obviously, yeah, it's scrambled. Like a lot of the information is inaccurate now, but like it's out there, and the fact that they think that never happened is kind of crazy.
Dude, I looked up robotic developer one time and immediately found one of those doxes.
Actually, oh
I'm
boy,
not even
okay,
joking. That was a
hang
while
on.
back.
Let me look up
Oh, don't try it
robotic
now. I don't know if it'll
developer.
work. I remember back then I found a fucking dox
Yeah,
on you.
that's pretty cool.
Might
Okay,
be
yeah, thankfully I
somewhere.
can't find it. I don't know, it's probably inaccurate now. There's a lot of stuff out there
Oh
that
yeah, no, it
says
was a
like,
while back.
yeah, a lot of them don't actually have my real information in them either, which is really awesome. I'm glad that doxers are stupid. Um, this is also just another thing. Like, I don't get this. I don't know why they why they're including this. Uh, I was low key just dumb. Um, I also just don't know what this is for, at all. Cool, I guess. Uh, blah 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 blah. A few days ago, my dad said, "Hey, you're making a lot of money with your Inhuman game." Blah 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 blah. Um. Oh, I remember this. No, I was just lying straight up. Like, I think that I was wording it in a weird way to be funny, because this is in a really really old friend server called Robo's Local Pizza Shop. Um, it is mere minutes until her busts in. Help me! Oh God! Oh Lord! How do I transfer her ownership? He's gonna break in. My door can't withstand. No, bro, that didn't happen. Like, my dad would have just opened my door like a normal person, and we would have just been like done with that. Okay, there's also this here, like, goodbye, gentlemen. I'll see you in the afterlife. Is bleeding on the floor. Cuts are made in the shape of the Star of David. Um, what? I, I don't know what the fuck I was doing, dude. That's stupid. I'm stupid. Um, but yeah, I think this is what they get from me lying about child abuse, which is cool, I guess. I'm not gonna bring it
Huh.
up again, but like,
I
I got
I
raped.
also just think that's crazy disrespectful considering they don't also know your life
Yeah,
and you were a victim of child abuse, so you're literally raped?
yeah,
Question mark?
pretty cool. People are pretty cool. I like this. I like this document. Um, let's work our way back to these bull-faced lies. I like how they highlight the swatted docs and targeted statements. Sure, all we have to say is sure. And yeah, anyone with a functioning phobal lobe can collectively agree that you're a coward. What? I don't get it. Like, okay, this is like a picture I took after being swatted. There are a lot of doc spins about me out there in the wild. I can't really show the times I was targeted either, but like, cool, I guess. Um, I don't really know what to say other than that. People are kind of dumb. This is the same screenshot back in the doc that Perla made. Um, it's kind of just me sending someone's information to themselves. Uh, I don't I don't really like that I did that. Again, I think it's something bad, and I don't stand by that whatsoever. for this really long time. I don't want to be like defended or excused for any of it, but again, I have been held accountable for all of these things like several trillion gazillion times before. I know that it's wrong. I know it's bad. You don't gotta tell it to me again. Ugh. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Um, but yeah, they say that this is like doxing. No, I just sent information to someone who sent me their information as a kid. Like, I didn't go and leak this anywhere. I didn't go and post it on any kind of like public site. I didn't share it with friends. I didn't do any of that. I just kind of recited the same stuff that I was told to someone else. And yes, that's fucked. Yes, it's awful. I should not do that ever. I know that 100% without a doubt. Trust me, dude. I really do. But it's not to the degree at which people are making it out to be. At all. So. I'm sorry for burping. I feel bad now. But yeah, again, this is also just really, really stupid shit. I don't stand by any of this. I don't think it's cool. I think it's awful. Again, I've donated to several black charities. I've donated to people of color organizations just because of this stuff. Because I 100% understand this is awful. This is very, very bad. Um, I don't like it. I don't like people who do it. I was kind of like, I wouldn't say like engineered into it, but I would definitely say groomed into condoning this kind of behavior. Um, and there's why is this in there? On top of this, you had a gambling problem. Good for you, I guess. Dude, I'll gamble right now. I swear on God. I don't know why that's in
No,
there.
uh-uh.
Dude, I will do that right now.
No, no,
Oh,
no, no.
man. Okay. Also, the
Thank you.
50,000 United States dollars thing is a lie. I didn't do that at all. I made like 20 bucks and that's kind of it.
If you
Yeah.
couldn't tell, she was just a really dumb kid who lied about a lot.
Yeah. I
That's
just
like the
wanted
entire
attention.
point here.
Like, I really just wanted attention from people, dude, because I couldn't get that from Grimmers because I left the Reason to Die community, and there wasn't really anything I could be known for anymore. So I really just wanted to lie about shit so people would pay attention to me. That's kind of it. Um, yeah, fun fact. Chance is actually based on my gambling addiction. Thank you.
Really?
No.
It kind of reminds me of how I spent $500 on League of Legends.
Oh, well, that's great. I'm
Thank you.
glad. Yeah. Um, Grabbing a 14-year-old before dating you, your ex-partner was dating someone for about a year. Blah blah blah. Okay, that has nothing to do with me, so that's cool. I don't really care then. Um, Moving on. You also alleged that you leaked your ex-partner's docs in a public server, which is a scare tactic. Who knows? Either way, it's pretty fucked up. This is just not true. Kaiser's one of my best friends. We're also just straight up lying. Like, Kaiser and I, we both grew up together. I've known him for maybe 6 or 7 years now. We're pretty cool buddies. Um, Kaiser was just being a little liar. Um, he's lied about a lot as well. He was also a really fucked up kid. Like in here, straight up just lying. Here, also just straight up lying. Here, we're straight up lying. Um, I don't really want to speak on their behalf because I think that would be mean. That'd be bad. But 100% chance Kaiser's lying like I was because we were both just stupid kids. And Kaiser's younger than I am. He's like 2 years younger. And this was in 2021, so I think he would be like maybe 12. Pretty crazy. Um. Anyways, at some point you asked for an invite back to a server that your ex was in, proceeded to act sarcastic and passive aggressive, and blah blah blah, manipulative tactics. This is me saying, yeah, bitch, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck Baron, fuck you, fuck you. That being said, fuck you, I don't fucking care, fuck you. It's kind of like Fizzy Pop if you think about it.
Is this
Like I
Hell of a
said,
Boss? Leak?
yeah,
Oh
they
my
got me as a
god.
writer on that show actually.
Soldier of Love is a new Hell of a Boss character.
But yeah, I think that further shows how childish I was, because I was a child. I was no more than 14 years old. I think in this screenshot in particular, I was like 13, because I had some stupid ass profile picture back then. Yeah, this is also just me reciting stuff to the same person that sent me it. Uh, I was low key just really stupid. I don't want to say that anything I did was cool or good or funny because it's not. It's stupid. I'm a stupid kid. I don't like it. Blah blah blah. Yep. It's kind of that. This is also just something. Okay, in the same exact context as before, I literally just said that because it's kind of like playing Valorant and
Don't
dying.
say that.
Oh, okay, whatever. But yeah, I said this
Those
before.
are not the same
I
thing
was
at
I was
all.
just I was just lying straight up, like completely. Yeah. Um, and yeah, this is the same exact thing. Uh, and then there's this. I don't know what the point of this was. Like,
Hey,
oh yeah, I stole this avatar from you. Pretty cool.
yeah, you did steal that.
Yeah, yeah. Um, cool, I guess. I don't. Suffice to say, you're still a reader regardless. Hats off to you. Yeah. Uh huh. I got you. Um, yeah, that's that, I guess. What else could I talk about right now?
Hmm. I know what I can talk about.
Hang on. I guess I could kind of bring up like the community I was raised in. So this is a video from 7 years ago from Reason to Die, and this is one of the head mods there. It's pretty cool. Uh, I like this guy. Ooh. Ah. I looked up to this guy as a kid, by the way. I really like this guy. Um. Do 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 do. There's also like a time where Swagger like jerked off the glow stick before. I forget exactly what happened. I don't know. Reason to Die was a really fucked community. There's a lot of bad shit that happened in there. Just to kind of give some background about it. Um, what's something I could really talk about? Um, shit. Did I ever give like feedback on how I grew up? I don't think I actually did that. Okay, yeah. So for context about the environment I grew up in, I first got into the internet I think back in 2015 because I was really lonely at school and I needed an escape from everything related to schoolwork, everything related to things I was doing because kind of sucked. Didn't really talk to anyone ever. I didn't really have any friends in real life, and my family also really sucked. So I turned to online communities on Roblox, especially like little roleplay communities to fill that gap. I made a small friend group of like 5 people through role playing, and playing with them made me feel like I kind of belonged somewhere. And through that little roleplay group, I got into Reason to Die, which was a PvE shooter based on Left 4 Dead that also became a huge part of my childhood. I wasn't like overly involved in it back in 2015, but I loved playing the game because it meant I could help others feel like they were good at it, and making them feel happy made me feel happy. Um, in 2016, I made my first Discord account, which was both a blessing and a curse because by the start of it, I made a lot of more friends alongside the friend group I already had, and I love them all to death. In fact, I actually reached out to one of them today. It's kind of cool. Um, it taught me about game development, drawing, how to be a better role player, and a lot of other cool stuff. And this guy in particular, named Communist Koala, got me interested in game dev by showing me about Roblox Studio and how to use it. So that's why Forsaken's a thing. Pretty cool. But as my friends grew up, I kind of got left behind because they were all maybe like 5 or 6 years older than me. Because I was like, what, like, I think 7 years old? Because it was 2016. So by 2017, I was starting to play Reason to Die more because it was the only game I really had because all my roleplay friends kind of moved on. And I even started lying about my gender and age just to fit in. And pretending to be a girl online felt easier than not pretending. So that's kind of ooh what's the word? Foreshadowing or whatever. My passion for game development kind of grew a little when I joined a dev team led by this guy named Bowie Penguino, and that was also in 2017. It was when the Roblox forums were still a thing. Um, I had an amazing time making the games with them. I met this guy named Sheepy Nova, Melon Monopoly, Murphac Josh, Revenant Korlek, and they were all really cool. My skills weren't like super good, but they all supported me, the people I worked with, and I felt like I was part of something really awesome back then. By 2018, though, things started to go downhill because the dev team kind of moved on, we fell apart, and I got more into Reason to Die. Um, And that's when I joined a toxic race and die group called Egg Noob Nation, where I picked up really awful habits and became someone I never wanted to be. The group was full of racism and bigotry, and I got caught up in it just to fit in. Um, 2019 was one of the worst years of my life. I was raped by that one middle school teacher I kept bringing up, Mr. Fletty, and I lost my dog in the same year. And both of those two things kind of fuck with me a lot. Online, I was manipulated into doxing myself and pressured into doing awful things like jumping from houses, interacting with others sexually. Um, yeah, there's some more, but I don't really want to talk about that. A group I thought I could trust kind of made me end up in a hospital through that little jumping off of a house trick. Um, it was the first time I ever actually broke a bone because I broke my leg, and everyone just kind of laughed at me when I sent them pictures of me in the hospital. It was cool. And my life kind of spiraled more out of control because I was being groomed left and right by adults around me. I didn't even realize that it was bad until this one guy named Gozorono called it out, and that's how Yedlux actually got exposed. So pretty cool. Um, what else? Um, when Yedlux actually got called out, I thought I'd feel relieved because I knew, hey, this is bad. But instead, I was kind of just lost because people accused me of making it up for attention. I lost a lot of friends because of it. And the only place I felt wanted was Eggnam Nation, even though it was filled with racism, bigotry, toxicity, transphobia, blah, blah, blah. It was fucked. And by 2020, I completely lost control. The owner of ENN, Egg Benzi Boy, groomed me, which was one of the screenshots I showed earlier. And I was also being sexually manipulated by this one dude named Urimi, who someone else also showed earlier. And that made me into a giant porn freak at the ripe age of like 12 or 13. And shortly after, later in the year, I was banned from ENN for being quote unquote too toxic. Meanwhile, it was because I was talking about how Egg was interacting with me sexually, despite being years older than I was. Um, and after that, I moved on to this game called Typical Colors 2 under a new alias for Shingo, but I eventually went back to being Roba because I just couldn't be a new name. I made new friends, including this guy named Darky Thays, who was my boyfriend at the time, but a lot of years of toxicity kind of messed me up. My awful, awful behavior ended the relationship, and after being banned from the TC2 community for how I was, I started my own server, Neverlands. At first, it was meant for my game projects, but it quickly turned into another toxic space called Robo's Local Pizza Shop. It ended up attracting really, really bad people like doxers, racists, transphobes, homophobes, and overall terrible individuals. I never really understood how bad it was at the time because I never really knew anything other than that kind of toxicity as a child. Um, but I really didn't have anywhere else to go because everyone didn't like me for quote unquote lying about Yedlex when I never did, lying about other groomers when I never did, being too toxic. So I just kind of stayed in that awful, awful environment, and it was really bad. Things got even worse when a classmate of mine started doxing me and tried to even leave a bomb at my house, which obviously never worked because we were like really young back then. And what else happened? I tried to ask one of my friends for help, and they said, just be really bad to them and be really mean. And I kind of did that, and I just stole lunch money from them. Like, it really doesn't go beyond that. Like, I just took their lunch money and bought food with it. That was kind of it. Um, whatever happens. Oh yeah, in 2021, a lot changed. I met this one person who I'm gonna call Alpha for now. She was genuinely kind to me, and it was like the first time that I wanted to be a better person in a really long time. Because compared to everything else that was around me, like the toxicity, the hatred, the overall awful stuff that was being spread around, they were the first one to show me kind of like respect and generosity. What? Wait, what the fuck? Is, is this that? Has this been playing the entire time? I low-key tuned it out.
Yeah.
Yo,
This is some crazy
yo,
music, dude. Can you play
dude, fuck
like
that,
Sneaky
bro.
Snitch? Can you play Sneaky Snitch?
Okay, yeah, hang on. Sneaky Snitch. Okay. Which one's that? I'm not playing that. Okay.
Please,
No,
please,
bro. I'm like halfway through my story
please.
time. I gotta play my awesome story.
It'll lighten the mood, man.
Yeah, you're right. Loki, I love Timeless. Isaac did such a great job with this. Here, I'll
I
play
hate you.
that.
You're a bad person.
Okay,
You're a
back
bad
onto my cool
person.
story. In 2021, I met this guy named Alpha. They were so cool. I liked being around them. They were kind to me. They showed me respect, which was way different from the environment that I was around back then and the environments I had been conditioned into. And I made games for her. I tried being the best I could be for her. And for a while, things felt okay and that I was going to be okay. But then my past caught up with me a little. And one of my friends, who's actually the community manager in the server, Kaiser, leaked a lot of stuff to them. And it included my racism at the time, my transphobia, my homophobia, my toxicity, and all that. And she cut me off. That sent me into a downward spiral, and I fell back into old habits, started self harming, and I just kind of lost my will to keep going. And by the end of 2021, I was just kind of this mess of a person. Um, oh yeah, I forgot. Don't hate Kaiser for that. By the way, that was like years and years and years ago. Like we were both insanely young. Like I was 14, he was probably like 11 or 12. I forget. He's a good boy now. He has like really good grades in school. Um, anyways, um, what else can I talk about? Oh yeah, in 2021 I worked on the FNB or Friday Night Boxing with this guy named Potato Isaiah, and by the end of the year I released the game. It did well, but it was surrounded by controversy like from the minute it came out to maybe the start of 2022. And with the game coming out and having a lot more people to talk to, I realized that I had to kind of throw away everything I was doing and actually change for the better. Because if I was going to continue living a good life or continue trying to live a good life, I would have to drop everything I was conditioned into and start moving on from it to become better. So I cut ties with RLPS. I stopped engaging in the toxic behavior that had defined me for so long, and I started trying to slowly rebuild myself from the things I was grown to do. Um, in 2022, I embraced myself as a pansexual trans girl. Woo! And I distanced myself from all the hate that I had lived with for all the years before. Um, I still struggled from a lot, but things were getting a little bit better. I ended up in a relationship with someone who I'll call Bravo in that year, and it was pretty cool for a bit, but then I got cheated on, so that wasn't pretty cool. And my porn addiction also got worse as a result from when I was groomed. It made me a lot less trusting in the people that were around me, which sucked a little. But things only got worse in the year because not only was I swatted for the first time ever, but I also had an old friend take his life. So I was just kind of back to square one, which sucked. But despite all that, I kept trying to move on, kept trying to be awesome and be cool and work on my game and to make people happy. Um, and yeah, I did that. But 2023 also kind of sucked, like a lot. I continued to face harassment. I was doxxed a lot. Old controversies keep resurfacing, and it generally just made me into a much worse person. I kind of felt myself falling back into the habits that I had when I was a kid. I was being more toxic. I was being more hateful. I was nowhere near as bigoted. But bigoted? Is that a word? Yeah, I was never near as like bigoted.
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 You-
Bigoted.
Okay, bro.
Shut up. But yeah, I was not like as bigoted as I was back then, but I was definitely more hateful and more willing to get into controversy because of it. Um, I found myself in another relationship with someone who I'll call Charlie, and it was super short lived. I think like 2 months, because I'm 90% sure that they only got with me to get information out of me, so that the public could know more about my personal life and about the things I regret from my reason to die days. And that nearly pushed me over the edge. But regardless, I still tried to move forwards. And then later in 2023, low key sucked. I got put on blast like really hard during one night in November. Uh, Sucked buns. Um, yeah, kind of sucked. So in 2023, I had this one night. I cut into my arm and I wrote "fuck you" on the wall. Took a photo of it and posted it on Twitter as robotic developer. And that was like one of the last nights that I went under that name, because that showed me, wow, I'm really fucked. I did so much fuck shit, and I'm starting to become like how I was when I was 14. So by the end of the year, I was this regular person who was constantly hurting those around them due to everything they put through virtually and physically. And I was pushing lies out about others because people would constantly push out lies about me. I was calling for harassment against others because people would always do the same against me. I was overly sexual in private because grown adults will always act that way around me. And yeah, the only thing that actually kept me motivated to continue working on the game were the happy faces I saw from the kids that played it. But eventually, that happiness wasn't really enough to fulfill me anymore. And I don't know. I just kind of put the name to rest after that. And I moved on to Soul Dream of Love like a month later. So in December of 2023, I was born anew, clean slate, no controversy attached, just kind of live as a free individual without any kind of hate or harm being thrown around, and it was awesome. I love being me. Um, right off the bat, I got to making some games to get my mind off of everything. I I remember one of my first ever projects was a small little dialogue system, and what is that a fucking? I'm not listening to FNF, dude. Okay, hang on, fuck that. I'm
I
putting
have a
it
song
on
you should
Dirty
listen
Cycles.
to.
But I like that dream.
You should listen to, can you put Sneaky Snitch back on?
No, I'm listening to what dream right now. I am
Oh
not listening to
no.
Sneaky Snitch.
Why? It's such a good song.
No.
I hate you.
Man, what's a good song here?
You're a bad person.
No, I'm awesome. Okay, I love falling asleep on the phone.
I drank Hawaiian Punch. If
I
you even
listen to
care.
this sometimes because I think about you. It's awesome. Okay, back on with my awesome, cool story. Uh, um, where was I? Yeah, I became Soldier of Love. I made a dialogue system. I posted it on Twitter, and it's actually pretty cool. I got like 2,000 likes, and that was kind of the introduction of Soldier of Love onto the world. And I remember my first project was this one called. Let me pull it up real quick. Oh, yep, Buckshot Frenzy right here. This was the first game I released to the public. It came out, I think, in like January or February of 2024, and I think it was the best game I ever made in my life. I still really like it. I coded it in such a great way. I'll probably open source it someday. Um, but yeah, people really liked the game. It got like 8 million visits before I stopped working on it entirely. It's pretty cool. And I was already starting to feel like a completely new person. Like, I didn't have the same kind of hatred flowing through me. I didn't have any thoughts of who I used to be. I was able to do the things I wanted to do without feeling like I was being watched by a million people. I didn't have to worry about anything I did as a kid. I didn't have to worry about being hated. Didn't have to worry about being stalked, being harassed, targeted, swatted, doxxed, anything like that. Because all my personal information was gone. All of the controversy surrounding me was gone. Everything was awesome because I was just Soldier in Love. I wasn't Robo anymore. I wasn't the person who got groomed as a kid. I wasn't the person who got raped. I wasn't the person who was told to jump off a cliff. I mean, off a house. I wasn't the person who was stalked and mentally tormented by others. So I could just do what I wanted. And that's exactly what I did. It was awesome. I loved it. Um, and I eventually got onto a lot of other cool development teams because of this game. If you guys know Welcome to Happyville by Kaizenith, I'll pull up their page real quick. Um, I was actually a Happy Dev at some point. Um, I might go back there someday because this guy's still really cool. But yeah, I got into that team. It was cool. It was fun. I worked on a lot of other cool projects like Dead Air. Um, If you guys know that, then you're awesome. Here, I'll pull out some old stuff of mine. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, right here. Okay, so this is actually Forsaken in its early stages. Oh wait, fuck, you're not seeing my screen. Okay, hang on. Okay. Shit. My fault. I'm over
Oh,
replacing it.
who got you on this artist?
This guy? I don't know.
Hmm, that's weird.
But yeah, this is Forsaken in like August or so. Pretty cool. The game really sucked. Like, really sucked. It's way better now. This is Guest Defense, which was another game I was working on around the same time. You won't believe what happened to that, considering its current status. It's not out. It won't be for a really, really long time. Um, yep. It was kind of going places. It was supposed to be like if Enter the Gungeon and Castle Crashers had a baby. Maybe someday it'll be out. Maybe. Probably not. But think about it. It'll be cool. And there's this too, which is a dialogue system I made as Soldier of Love back when I was still kind of building myself up. This is the dialogue system that got me into my fame. It's pretty cool. Um, it's the one that's in Forsaken right now, actually. I reused it because I'm cool. This is an animation game I made for a friend back then. I think I made it in like July. This is an RPG Maker game that I was gonna make an open source so that people can make their own like custom RPGs really easily. I was gonna make a demonstration of Aowani, but in Roblox to show it off, but I got lazy. I just never did that. It was gonna have like rooms, cool tech, stuff like that. This is another game I was working on that never came out. It was supposed to be like Breaking Point, but better, and I left it because I wanted to focus on Forsaken. This is Buckshot Frenzy, which is the game that I released in like January, or I mean not January, like February. It's pretty cool. I like it. And this is Dead Air, the one that I talked about. It was supposed to be this like open world survival game like Apocalypse Rising, but instead of zombies, it was like these scary otherworldly creatures that would kill you, like kind of like imagine like analog horror, but like in Roblox, and you had to survive instead of just kind of like dying to them. Um, if you can see the UI, it's actually like kind of similar to Forsaken style. That's not intentional whatsoever. It's just kind of that. The hitboxes suck because I was still new to them. Um, uh, yeah, something something. But yeah, those are the games I made. There's also a cool death screen that I got from Spooky's Haunted Mansion or something. Um, yeah, pretty much it. I made a lot of cool stuff as a kid. I mean, not as a kid, as fuck, dude. I'm like getting all muttery now. But
Smartest person alive.
after all of those games, Forsaken started to form, and that brings me to where I am now, as a Soldier of Love in modern day. Uh, not anywhere close to how they were when they were robotic developer. It's pretty cool. Just gotta get rid of that. But yeah,
Is
that's
that
kind of the story of my life. I'm not a pedophile. Please don't say I am because I'm not. It's really annoying.
uh
Stupid.
can I
But yeah.
can I bring up something?
Yeah, you can do whatever now. Do you want me to stream?
Yeah, take off the stream real quick.
Yeah,
I want
okay.
to talk about somebody that I really, really like a lot, actually.
Su
So, the guy who made the video on Soul, I want to talk about
Su
you. Because I know for a fact you're probably seeing the stream right now. You're a
Su
massive rat and you're a coward. So,
Ooh.
we tried talking to this guy yesterday, actually. And originally, we had seen his video and was like, oh, well, that's just a bunch of misinformation. We figured, Marcy, shut up.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Wait, before you talk, don't harass this guy, please. That's all. Like,
Yeah,
I don't,
don't harass this guy.
yeah,
Anyways,
I'll be peaceful.
please don't harass this guy. I just want to call him out on his BS. We tried talking to him multiple times over. Refused every single time. The entire
Ooh.
conversation was essentially just him playing everything off and being like, "Well, um,
actually, they are actually guilty until proven innocent.
And I just want to point out, this guy is bringing up the racism allegations. He's bringing up everything, right? I just want to scroll through his Twitter replies real quick and just look, because I think there's some really funny stuff I want to point out that this guy has been
Okay,
doing.
bother.
Hold on. We're just going to go through all the rage baiting. Oh,
Oh shit!
he's transphobic. He's calling people slaves on twitter.com. I think that's really awesome and cool to be doing, actually. Not actually, that's not very awesome. His entire feed is just him trying to rage bait and gain attention over calling somebody who is not a pedophile knowingly. And each and every time we try talking to this guy, he literally, we joined the Discord. Marcy, you remember this? We joined the Discord server, and I bet you I could find the screenshots that we have. Him and his friends immediately start pinging us, give us a role in the Discord server, calling us pedophiles, then make a joke out of the entire situation, despite the fact they're accusing Soul of being a pedophile. They treat the situation with absolutely no respect and treat everybody associated with Soul like garbage. Now, we had expressed at the time that Soul was on a trip, and while we were trying to talk to this guy, absolutely no care in the world from him. He still claimed that Soul was trying to avoid the allegations. Soul just got home from her trip yesterday. They got back home early, coincidentally on the same day that we were trying to what was it, like yesterday or the day before? It was on It was on Monday. So on Monday, Soul comes home. Yesterday, we were supposed to go through with the document, like live stream thing. We decided to do it today because we felt like it'd be better. Soul just wanted to take a day to rest from everything. So instead of understanding anything, he claims that Soul's running away from their issues and continues to call them a pedophile, despite having no concrete evidence of Soul ever having CP, ever distributing CP. They are literally only doing this just for rage bait. And that's what I find the most interesting. This person has absolutely no idea what they're talking about. Just incredibly weird. Here, actually, my favorite YouTube channel. Oh yeah, no, they were just calling us pedo slaves. It's honestly quite incredible, but I think this video explains it really well, despite the fact it's Baldy
Not this video, bro.
reacting. Now, see, Baldy already grabbed all the screenshots.
Not this video,
But
bro.
Baldy grabbed all the screenshots for us. I just want to bring up this guy is just
Not this guy.
continuously racist. My best friend got deported. Responds with womp womp. This guy is just transphobic, homophobic, and racist. And you're telling me you have the audacity to come and attack my partner for things they did when they were 14, when you are still actively rage baiting and harassing people on Twitter.
It's kind of crazy, but like I'm going to college. I don't even know why people are talking
You are
about this stuff.
pathetic. You are pathetic. I just want you to know that. Genuinely loser activity trying to harass somebody you don't even know. You admitted that you had no proof. And when we tried asking you for proof of you, here, where's the screenshots? Hold on. I'll go into me and Marcy's DMs real quick. The original conversation, I'm just gonna screen share my Discord DMs. I don't really care. I don't think there's anything bad here. No, just my personal stuff. Here. Can you see this?
What?
Can you see the stream? Okay. The original conversation, we were trying to talk to him about everything regarding what he was saying. We talked to this guy, by the way. Very interesting situation. This guy is fine. We already talked to him. He understands that Soul didn't do anything except for the things she actually did when she was 14, but she's a very currently changed person. We already talked about all that. But this guy, when we originally asked him for proof of Robo ever having
Scroll up.
Huh?
What?
What? Oh god. Anyways, whenever we asked for any proof of the guy actually having proof of them having CP, absolutely nothing at all. he just basically acted like we were asking them to give us CP. I don't really understand the point of that. The entire conversation essentially is just them playing everything off. We told them that they were out on a flight. He did not care. The entire thing, he just basically, in his own video, his second response video article that he made today, feel free to watch it. I think go ahead. I mean, whatever floats this guy's boat. But I feel like we already addressed everything here. The guy is just saying, we have no proof of anything, asking for proof of Soul being groomed, giving us no time at all. When we tried to talk to the guy, just essentially called us dumb. I don't know why he's talking about people being racist considering what he did. So the entire conversation went nowhere. And this guy is still likely trying to make another video. I remember him mentioning that he wanted to like make a part 3 for some reason. If you're watching this, go ahead. I don't really care. We've tried talking to you about this several times. Actively harassing my partner and calling them a pedophile because you want to get a little bit of clout off them is very disrespectful and backhanded, considering the type of things that you're talking about. Not to mention the fact you were outwardly transphobic towards literally every trans person. You still continue to misgender my partner purposefully. I don't know. If you're gonna make a call out post on somebody being racist and just maybe don't talk about and laugh at people having their friends deported. I don't know. That seems pretty funny to me, but I could bet you if I look through this guy's tweets just a little bit more, it's just him talking and rage baiting with people,
It's so nuts.
interacting with a bunch of super. I never understood that term. This guy just basically cries about liberals and calls trans people a bunch of slurs and goes towards trans people and actively either harasses them or insults them based off their identity. He is just racist and weird. I don't think any of his points stand. He's incredibly hypocritical. You can go do your own research on this. I just wanted to bring it up because I feel like it's kind of a proof of this guy being a massive weirdo. Pondering my orb really quickly.
People are dumb, low-key.
Yeah. I don't know. I think harassing all of us when we try joining your server to go and talk to you and calling us pedophile slaves and actively mocking us and engaging with your
Daslin moved to fun zone.
and calling us cowards for no reason is really weird. And calling me a coward because I didn't want to talk to you directly after my friend Marcy already had and you blew them off and showed absolutely no care towards actually understanding the situation is kind of weird. I don't know about you. If you want to do that, go ahead, but it's not going to get you anywhere. And repeatedly adding Rubens in to try and get him to make some random video on Soul as well for things that they did when they were young is also really, really funny. I don't know why you're still trying to rage bait on the situation, but if you had actually cared at all about children being quote unquote endangered by Soul, you would have put a lot more care and delicacy into the situation. Making multiple videos within days, by the way. I'm going to like literally between the time that me and Marcy had actually tried engaging with this person, he made another video within like what 1 or 2 days, put absolutely no care into it, just completely stole screenshots from other documents without putting any research into it. And I think the funniest part about all of this is literally one Twitter search would have shown that Soul had already admitted to all of the things that they've done wrong. So, like, what was the point of all of that? I don't quite understand it. And I've already talked to several different YouTubers, and okay, buddy,
I'm
several
sorry,
different
keep it
YouTubers about everything already, who have since then deleted their posts because they can understand that the situation messed up. And I think harassing somebody 4 years later for doing things is really stupid. But you know what? Whatever. I don't know. I just wanted to point out the guy is incredibly racist and transphobic, and I just don't think that's a great way to live. And if you're gonna call people out for incredibly similar things when they were a minor, and then say that people can't change, I don't know. That kind of completely gets rid of your point. I think that's all I have to say. Smiley face.
Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to. Yeah.
Anyways, is there like anything else?
I don't think so, honestly. I think that's everything. You know what's kind of crazy though? A lot of the people doing this are like really fat, and you can tell the way they're chronically online. It's kind of crazy. I just want to use this as an opportunity to brag, by the way. I look so fucking cool.
Marcy, get down.
Okay.
I low-key can mug all these guys. No hesitation. On God.
You're kind of cute. I kind of like you. Do you want to date?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Okay. Thanks, man. Anyways, is there like...
Yeah, okay, cool.
Dude, somebody's sending me the fungus image in my DM.
Fungus image?
You remember the one with the swastika?
Oh my god, yeah.
That isn't Robo, by the way. That was one of their old friends. They were just reposting an image that they made. I don't know why y'all are acting like that's them, but
Oh my god. That's crazy, Loki.
it's so pathetic. You're such a loser. Why post stuff like that if you don't know the context? You're pathetic.
Anyways,
There's a special person who wants to come up on the stage. Can I invite them up?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. How do I bring people up again? Do I have perms to do that?
I think
Show
so.
requests. Where is... There's so many people here. I found them. Don't worry. Wait.
God.
Okay, come up.
Hey everyone!
Oh no.
It's Baldy.
Not this guy.
Hey guys, what's
Not
going
this
on?
guy.
Hey, Baldy.
Hey!
What did you
I
want to
heard
say,
we were
Baldy?
speaking about drama.
Oh no.
Yeah,
And
we
like-
are.
I just like to say that if you loop people in the houses in ultimate assassin grounds, you fucking suck.
Wait, that's true, that's true. That's actually
Wait,
really true.
that might
Fuck
be
you.
true.
Fuck you, Loki. I fucking hate you. Fuck you. I've died to so many people who did that. Fuck you.
And hey Soul, you should add a ramp there.
Oh, you're fucking right. You're right. I get it.
You should add a ramp to the houses. Both
Yes.
sides.
See, amigo. I'm sorry. I got excited.
I'd also like to mention that the builder man who thought he was tough shit for bringing his friends on me to make fun of me is a pussy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Can we do dev stream
Anyway.
now? Is that a thing we could do?
Wait, check DMs.
Yeah, what's up?
I dev stream too. I work on the game as well. No, I don't.
Hello? Oh, by the way, to everyone reading or being here right now, all of the devs here are autistic. Everyone on the stage actually is autistic.
I'm not.
You're not? Oh, oh.
You're not a dev. This doesn't include you, Baldy.
Yeah, I don't like you. You're ugly.
F minus.
the world doesn't revolve around you, okay?
So yeah, if you see any of us saying like the Arsler, we can reclaim it. It's not like a bad thing. We just rather not saying in public. So
Guys,
if you're gonna
once
do
the
that,
chat
then go
unmutes,
wild.
can you all ping Clue and call them short? Thanks.
Wait, you should do that. Your name is CHLOO, by the way.
Yeah, that
Just
one.
go do
that
that.
one.
That one.
Don't get warned for doing it. Do it as much as you want.
Yeah, let me see if people are zooming in general. Oh, they can't.
General's locked. General's locked.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, nuts.
Make sure you grow Andrew's tree. He really needs it.
Oh,
I
oh,
hate you, Baldy. You're a bad person.
Wow. Okay.
He's growing.
Hey. I
Growing the
do all
tree.
that. I make that whole video for you, and this is the treatment I get. Really?
Wait,
yeah,
that,
how could
that
you?
I'm just gonna leave the video in the VC chat for like anybody who's interested in watching this. I
it's a great
personally
video.
think this is an amazing video, and I think you should all watch
Fantastic.
it.
Truly.
Yeah, you should
Strong too.
go show Valerie some love. I think their body impression is amazing. They also have a really good Sonic
Sonic
impression.
impression too. Oh yeah.
Wow, it's Sonic the Hedgehog!
Hey, what's going on? Wait, hold on. Why's my profile picture baldy? Hold on. That's weird.
Don't change it. Don't change it, please. Don't be Sonic, please. Wow, it's Sonic the Hedgehog! I'm a really big fan.
Hey, always glad to meet a fan.
Hey, um,
Hey.
c-
No.
could you maybe sign my shirts?
What?
What?
Trigger warning, mentions of grooming, etc. Are we still doing that? Oh wait, what
Free me! Free
Where'd they go?
me! Free me!
Free my mans.
Hey, I don't appreciate you server meeting me.
Oh,
W
whoever
propaganda.
muted me's a pussy. It's gotta
If
be.
I could
Get out of here.
fall into
Shut up,
the
Andrew.
sky, do you think time would pass us by
I am also in
worrying
this
now?
episode.
I'd walk 1,000 miles. I'm stuck at singing. Where the fuck's
What
that
happened to the bit
hedgehog?
rate? Hey, what's
Hey
going
guys.
on?
Is that Shadow the
Always happy
Hedgehog?
to meet a fan.
No, we're in Xbox voice chat right now.
Why is this?
Hey,
You have
it's
who
on
knows?
it's on an Xbox.
Holy
voice,
shit, that's
that's
Shadow the
weird.
Hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog? Where?
Sonic, 1v1 me
Baker,
on
Baker,
Rush.
Holy
Okay,
shit,
wait, I'm gonna
Shadow the
I'm gonna
Hedgehog.
join back down to the audience real quick. I wanna finish this up.
Okay, I will leave now. Bye bye.
Okay, I love you guys. Okay.
Can you guys not?
Okay, so I think that I discussed everything that we have to discuss right now. Because like
You okay?
no, yeah, no, I'm fine.
Can you guys
Don't-
stop?
Oh my god. Okay. Um. What was I gonna say? I forgot now. Yeah, I hope I talked about the important things and debunked all the really bad stuff. Cause I'm not a pedophile. I'm not a serial doxer. Ooh, I'm not gonna like manipulate and lie to my audience or anything. I'm not gonna go and mistreat people. I'm not gonna go do any stupid shit like that. I'm not a troglodyte. Not a troglodyte. Bingo. I'm gonna keep working on Forsaken. We're not gonna like change owners or anything that people are saying. We're gonna be awesome and cool. We're gonna what was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh yeah, we can have a pizza party. That'd be cool. Desakar is gonna come out on Friday. There's no delays to that. I'm gonna make a document later. Probably not tonight. Maybe tomorrow about like everything I talked about in here, and I'll make it my pin post on Twitter for a little while so that anyone who missed out can still check it out and stuff. If you recorded anything on the stage, feel free to post it. Feel free to edit it. Feel free to do whatever you want with it. It's your video. Go wild. Go ham. I don't really care. In fact, I would appreciate it if anyone who did upload it or made like an edit of the important things in it would link it to me so that I could post it in announcements, and that'd be cool. Although I'd rather someone send me something like edited so that only the important details and important things debunked are included in the video, because I know I kept repeating a lot of stuff and whatever. Yeah. Peace and love. I love you guys. I don't really know what to do now.
We'll transcript this and put it in a document. Just like go over everything. Probably put it in a document sometime, just so it's like readable, and you guys can go back on it instead of needing to go through like an entire recording of information about
Right.
everything. I like to play games and have fun, and my favorite drink is apple juice.
You're,
Can we just like cut the stage now? I kind of want to go and like do stuff.
wanna like go cuddle?
Yeah, I kind of want to go be gay.
Yeah, I wanna do that.
Get off the stage! I hate both of you!
Oh.
We're not doing this again.
What do you?
Cackle, please, we're not doing this again.
What do you? What? Why am I getting a call? My compass is not curiosity. Fuck that.
Where's Andrew?
Where is he? It's just a black screen.
What is going on?
He's dead right now.
Get the fuck off of that game right now. Get
Stop
off of
playing
that fucking game.
Stop playing
Get
that.
off. Get
Don't play
off of that game.
Get
Stop
off
playing that.
Stop
Get
playing
off.
that. Stop that.
I want to
I
hurt
guess.
people.
Yeah, me too.
Can we just stop the stage now?
Yeah. Okay. I love
Oh,
you guys.
go down.
Oh my god.
Go down.
Go away. It's like shaking a cockroach off.
Oh my god, go away.
Go. Shoot.
You guys are rats. You guys are rats.
Okay. I love you guys. You're awesome. Thank you guys for supporting me through and through. We're gonna get hot chocolate later, and we're gonna have a big pizza party. I'm gonna go with my awesome hot partner, and we're gonna
What?
go demolish a building because I want to do that.
What?
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 Okay, I'll see you guys later.
What?
Goodbye, everyone. I hope you have a great day.
Bye, everybody.
Good night. Sleep well.
Have a good
Or
day.
good morning. Rise and shine. Or good afternoon. Go get your coffee. Or good afternoon. Fuck you. Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
Dazzlin.